Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? So I'd love for you to talk about where you feel the life is as a human race and species around hustle culture and this idea of like
Oh, yeah.
surrender.
So, so let me read you a poem. I have a mentor, Professor Sri Kumar Rao. He teaches at Columbia London Business School. He's a famous MBA professor. He's a teacher on Mindvalley, and he teaches these MBA classes, and there's a long line to get in. But the reason his classes are so popular is because he takes American and British MBA students, and he teaches them the wisdom from ancient sages, Rumi, Sri Maharshi, and other sages long dead who have messages that are relevant in today's world. And one day during a particularly stressful day, I happened to be in a business meeting with Sri Kumar, and he paused me and he said, "Vishen, may I read you a poem?" And this is the poem he read me. And this poem is from Rumi. I want to read it out to you because I think it may help give a different perspective to hustle culture. So Rumi says this: "When I run after what I think I want, my days are a furnace of stress and anxiety. If I sit in my own place of patience, what I need flows to me and without pain. From this I understand that what I want also wants me, is looking for me and attracting me. There is a great secret here for anyone who can grasp it." Let me repeat. When I run after what I think I want, my days are furnished of stress and anxiety. That's hustle culture. If I sit in my own place of patience, what I need flows to me and without pain. That is surrender. And we'll come to that in a moment. That is one of the most powerful tools for actually creating change. From this, I understand that what I want also wants me, is looking for me and attracting me. There's a great secret here for anyone who can grasp it. So we're going to break this into three parts, right? The first part is basically a damnation of hustle culture. Hustle culture is one of the worst things about the United States.
Mm.
America is a country, and I love America. I'm heading and going to spend the next 1 month in the US. Don't get me wrong. I just got my equivalent of a US residency. But for fuck's sake, America is a country based on a really awful algorithm that no longer should apply in the world. And it's the algorithm of GDP above anything else. Even the reason our education system is broken is because in the 1920s, I think it was Calvin Coolidge, the president, who said, "The role of education is to create cogs in the wheels of industry. It's all about output, output, output." And then somebody has to buy this output. And so you are told you're not enough unless you have those headphones. You're not enough till you have this extra pair of sneakers. You're not enough unless you have not one, but two cars and a house with a garage. And this is one of the things that leads to hustle culture. But if I'm now living in Europe, and it's very different, Europeans work way less than Americans, significantly less. If you compare American worker productivity to German worker productivity, Germans get way more free time. They get way more maternity leave. They get way more holidays. They work less hours a week, but average worker productivity completely crushes Americans. If you look at healthcare, the average European lives 2 years longer than the average American. Hustle culture is a fucking disease, my friend.
Yeah.
And it's ruining America. It's causing us to become sick, to become broken. It's causing us to create a consumerist culture that isn't good for the world. In the 1980s, the average American bought 12 new pieces of clothing a year. You know what it is today? 62. Now, it's up to all of us to change this. We need to move companies towards a 4.5-day work week. We need to stop this idea of celebrating 70-hour work weeks if you're a CEO. We do better when we give our body time to relax, when we give our people, our employees, time to focus on their health and their well-being. We do better as a nation when men and women have maternity and paternity leave that is 12 months to 18 months. Here in Estonia, so my former wife is Estonian. We delivered our first baby here. Well, she delivered the baby. I basically watched.
You were
But
true.
it's 18 months maternity leave. 18 months. I was a struggling entrepreneur back then. If we didn't have that 18 months maternity leave, it would have been really freaking tough. And the government basically helped pay for her salary because we needed 2 salaries to survive. And in America, it's 2 weeks. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Now, as a result, Estonia, which is where I'm at right now has a higher concentration of entrepreneurs per capita than Silicon Valley. More VC money floating around per capita than Silicon Valley. We're the most technologically advanced nation in the world. And still, you get 18 months paternity or maternity leave. It's rare for people to work more than 40 hours a week. People take 4 to 6 weeks vacation a year. All healthcare is paid for. It's amazing. But in America, any of these changes are deemed socialism.
Exactly.
And Americans don't even fucking understand the word socialism.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. You guys need what is happening over here in Europe because Americans are killing themselves slowly by surely through stress and overwork and killing the planet. If everybody lived like Americans, we would need 4.5 planet Earths to support our species.